Hello again. I hope you all had a good week. A few weeks ago, a nice subscriber really asked quite a lengthy question around the cards, and I thought it might be useful, it might be helpful just to try and answer some of the points that she raised. I'm not a card maker. I am a card maker now, but I wasn't a card maker. And I just started experimenting. My thing was to make handmade one-off painted cards, and I really got cracking on them. I made about 80 cards and I sold about 60. So these are my feelings around handmade cards. The fact that I sold 60 cards tells me that it's something that I could keep going with. It was a great opportunity to try something new and I got good feedback. They weren't very expensive. So the benefits are they make me very happy. They keep me in a creative space. The more strings that you have to your bow, I think with art, the better. It might be working on a canvas board, it might be working with the jelly plate, it might be working in sketchbook, it might be working in that concertina book. The cards are just there to put down a wash, which is what I did last week. They're challenging me to work small in a way that I'd never worked small before. And a really strange thing happens. The bigger paintings speak to the small work, and the small work bizarrely has started informing the bigger paintings. So it feels to me like a win-win situation. They're integral to my whole art practice now. Initially, I did feel really anxious as they sold because I realised I've got a photograph and I'm giving away this is a piece of original artwork and I can't get it back. Once it's gone, it's gone. But there's something in that as well. It means that I have got to keep telling myself that if I've made one, I can do it again. If I strike on a motif that I think, oh, I really like that, then I can experiment and make several in that vein. Once they're gone, and I can't get them back. And if I haven't photographed them as a reference, they really are, that's it. Something exciting and something scary all at the same time. The only way that I can improve and that I can keep engaged creatively is to just keep playing and to accept that I'm going to let them go. I need to trust that new ideas will keep coming and just let the old ones go. And I hope they make someone happy. They make me happy. If it makes me happy making them, I hope they make someone happy, whoever is the recipient of that card. And I don't know where they've gone. I have got much quicker. So like the sketchbook, they're portable and they're very doable. It's a very doable thing. It's something I thought I couldn't do, but I can do it. So I've had a little go on the cards. This is such a good exercise, this just having warm up drawings, warm up little paintings. I really like the colours in there. I can build on those. I went directly onto the cards. They're not finished, but it's just experimentation, having a little play. Just trying every day to try and get a feel for what it is. My head is just full of that Scarborough trip. So I'm looking at those, I'm looking at the photographs over on the landscape board, as well as trying to draw from memory. I've used this morning watercolour marker, acrylic paints, trusty Poscas. This is an Inktense, one of those lovely Derwent Inktense outliner pencils. I used a little bit of a permanent marker to stop that running when you put the paint down. I think it's nearing lunchtime. I'll take these. What I tend to do, anything I do up in the cabin, so long as they've dried, if I'm not coming back this afternoon, I'll take them down and I might get to work a bit this evening. It's quite good just not to look at them for a bit and then have fresh eyes later. But I think there's a lot to be learned here from trying to start small. Carrying on from the cards, I did get quite a bit done on the sofa studio. My trusty box of supplies that I keep down there, I forgot all about these. That one's gone a little bit awry. But working on, I really like, there's something in this that I really like because it's so simple, and I will probably work more into it. But I get that I'm really engaging with this whole landscape thing. Somebody asked me for some aubergine cards. So in December, there will be a winter exhibition with our art society down in the Pantiles. So I'll put those in. It's in the back of my mind. I've actually written on that one, Coast Path. So these have just been ongoing. I find I have little piles of cards in the house, up here, some in my art box. I just seem to have them spread around. I'm really pleased with that one. That you saw me working on yesterday. So I went down and just did a little bit of extra colour work last night. And again with that, I might just strengthen that one up a little bit more, but I did some extra on there. And what else have we got here? This is what happened. That's when things go wrong. I don't know how I can redeem that one. I might be able to redeem that one, I don't know. And this one, I found this one, I forgot all about this, 2 kneeling figures. We went to pick up a few plants this morning, and we have Home Sense in the UK, and I often pick up really good little art supplies in there. It's a random thing, you go in, sometimes there's nothing, and then sometimes there's something. These are A5 cold pressed, acid free watercolour sheets, £1.99. I mean, it's great. It's 300 GSM, it's good quality. So definitely look everywhere for your, don't discount anywhere when you're thinking about your art supplies. And an A4 pad of 165 GSM, just some cartridge paper. Nice quality paper. I do like the sea white products. From time to time I do find sea white things in there, and this is an A4 140 GSM. Oh, and Dale Rowney, my art box. There's a whole video on art box. These are the most inexpensive. The pigments aren't really that bad for your sketchbook. When you're just experimenting, you don't want to be using really expensive quality paints, I don't think. And these are just so handy because they're small. There's only so much I can get in that box, and if I overload it anymore, I won't be able to lift it up. So those I'll take back down to the house and they can go in the box. I might work. I've got my A4 board to work on. We'll see. I'll have a look around, see what calls me. Yeah, make a little bit of progress. I will record whatever it is I get up to. I'll put it on the camera and show you next week. Thank you again for watching and for subscribing, for liking. Good comments are really good. And I hope you have a really good week. I hope you're inspired by how easy some of these most of these techniques are. Very easy, very doable. And if you have an inkling to have a go at something, have a go. I'll see you next week then. Take care and bye for now.